Hey watch lovers, Brad from Brent Miller Jewelers. And today I have for us an older, dare I call it vintage, Tudor Prince Oysterdate. Honestly don't know what time period this is from. I am not an expert on vintage watches. However, we have a customer in store who's wearing this and was kind enough to let me grab it and do a quick comparison to the new Tudor S&G 39 here in my right hand. While I would have absolutely loved to have had a 36 millimeter model in stock, I do not. 39 is what I have. So I'm just going to put these side by side. I thought it'd be fun to just do a quick video on this. The Prince Oysterdate here is a 34 millimeter model. So a quick measurements on it, 34 millimeters from a little bit above the crown diagonally across the case, and 34.3 from the case, 34 even across the bezel here, and a 29.2 millimeter crystal. Compared to this 39 millimeter model, 39.6 diagonally across the case from 2 to 8, even 39 millimeters across the bezel, and then 32.5 millimeter crystal on the 39 millimeter here. So 9.9 millimeters thin. So again, the lovely box crystal here, 9.9 thin, that's with the crystal. And the new one, 12.1. So even looking at them, you know, this, I think because it's smaller, just looks a little bit that crystal. And that was not counting the Cyclops on that 9.9. 41.4 millimeters lug tip. It's a lug tip on those drilled lugs. And the 39 S&G was 47.5 lug tip to lug tip. 19 millimeter lug width, tapering to 15.5 at that last link. And then we just have a fold over bracelet. If you guys remember any of these older models, I have seen a couple of these. The one thing that has come quite a while in the watch collecting or journey here is going to be the quality of the bracelets and the clasps for sure. Quite a bit of stretch, but still looks really good. You know, I did see a stamp here, 14 karat. What did it say here? It's 14 karat. You can obviously see too, we have a lot of Rolex with the crown, the case back, the bracelet here. 14 karat, I'm trying to look and see what it said here. Filled, I believe. Trim. 14 karat trim. So one of the things on the newer S&Gs, we do have 18 karat, and these are capped. I can't speak to this model specifically. It just says trim. We have a capped bezel. We have a capped crown. We have capped links. The only solid gold on this steel and gold model are the end links. Those first two pieces coming out here are solid. Everything else is capped on these models. So I want to make sure that I inevitably always get asked in the comments about that. So I thought I'd mention now. What else? We have 100 meters of water resistance. Both of them signed screw-down crowns. We have the Tudor logo here. We have the Rolex crown on the Oysterdate model here. In-house caliber MT5602, 70 hours of power reserve on these new S&Gs, 159.5 grams on the full Jubilee style bracelet. Again, smaller model, 88 grams. So, I mean, just the bracelet, you know, just the feel of the bracelet. Again, you can see quite a bit of stretch here. Very solid links on this Jubilee. You can see those are screws for the removable links. So again, I thought it'd be fun. We have a nice sunburst pattern here on the silver dial. And I'm going to call this a linen dial. That's just what I refer to these as. This dial is absolutely, it still is gorgeous. It looks really good. Price of the new 39 S&G is $5,350. No idea what these are selling for on the used market, but again, I guess, and the one thing I failed to mention too on the clasp for the S&G here, the 39 S&G, we do have that T-fit style clasp. So again, fold over clasp, ceramic ball bearings here in the flip over or the fold over buckle here, Tudor logo, and then the T-fit, if you're not familiar, you do have micro adjustability. So again, you can fold this up, a little bit of pressure, and you can slide this in and out. So gonna be able to find a great fit on that clasp. Curious what dial texture you like better. Let me know in the comments. Do you like the sunburst on the newer modern S&G, or do you really like this linen dial from years ago, Tudor Prince Oysterdate? Let me throw these both on wrist. Again, I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist. I really would have loved to have had a 36 millimeter in stock to compare these two for you. So first up here is the 34. And the 39. See if I get this to come up any higher. Hit the lights. Not sure if this older model is going to have any lume left. Got a little bit on the hands there, and if you catch the hour markers at the very edge, let me see if I can. As always, thanks for viewing. Let me know what you think of the older model, Prince Oysterdates, as well as the new model here at S&Gs. Greatly appreciate you viewing. If there's anything I can do for you, shoot me an email, brad@brentlmiller.com, and we'll see you in the next video.